This is Agentic Wave, your gateway to the latest breakthroughs in AI, the tech that's transforming how we live, work, and create.
You've probably messed around with an AI chatbot, right? You ask it something, it spits out an answer. But what if AI could do way more than just talk? What if it could actually do things? Well, that's the huge leap we're diving into today. The shift to an AI that doesn't just give you a recipe, it cooks the meal for you. And this is the question that's changing everything. We're moving from an AI that tells you how to do something to an AI that just, well, does it. It's the difference between getting an instruction manual and having a super skilled assistant right by your side. So let's get crystal clear on this. The AI most of us know, generative AI, is an incredible respondent. You ask, it answers. It's reactive. But agentic AI, that's a whole different ballgame. It's proactive. You give it a goal, and it figures out the steps and takes action, all on its own. We're literally going from using a tool to working with a teammate.
So what in the world is an AI agent? The best way to think about it is like a new digital coworker. Seriously, imagine a teammate who can tackle complex tasks 24/7 without ever getting tired, freeing you up to focus on the stuff humans are amazing at. You know, big picture strategy and creative thinking.
Okay, let's break down these buzzwords. Autonomous just means it works by itself. Proactive means it gets ahead of things instead of just waiting for instructions. But the real secret sauce, the absolute game changer, is reasoning. This isn't just following a simple script. This AI can look at a goal, come up with a smart, multi-step plan, and then actually go and do it. And it all works in this really simple but incredibly powerful loop. First, it figures out the goal, the what. Then, its reasoning engine builds a detailed plan, the how. And finally, it just executes, using whatever tools or data it needs to get the job done. Understand, plan, execute. That's it. Now, a single AI agent is pretty cool, but to really change a business, you need a whole workforce of them, all synced up and working together. And that's the core idea behind what's being called the Agentic Enterprise. To see how this is happening, let's look at a platform like Salesforce's Agentforce 360, which is bringing this whole concept to life right now.
And the pace of this stuff is just mind-blowing. In just 1 year, this technology went from being a cool idea to a full-on integrated platform. We're talking major updates every couple of months. It shows you just how fast this is moving from a lab experiment to something businesses can actually use.
So for this whole thing to work at a massive scale, you basically need these 4 pillars. You need the agent platform itself to build and manage your digital workers. You need unified data so they actually know what they're talking about. You need your business apps, because that's where all your company's unique rules live. And critically, you need a place like Slack where humans and AIs can just talk and work together naturally. All right, enough with the theory. We've covered the what and the how, but what about the so what? Does this stuff actually make a difference in the real world? Well, the early results are in, and they are pretty darn compelling. Let's look at the numbers. Let's start with Reddit. What's so interesting here isn't just about efficiency, it's about what it does for the people. By automating all the routine stuff, they're letting their team focus on higher value, more interesting work. And surprise, surprise, that also makes customers happier. And the results really speak for themselves. Almost half of their support cases are now handled completely by AI. That is a massive weight off the human team's shoulders. But that's not even the best part. Get this, the impact on speed is even crazier. They cut the time it takes to solve a problem by 84%, from almost 9 minutes down to less than 90 seconds. I mean, that is a night and day difference for the customer. And the financial impact? For another company, Engine, just a 15% drop in how long it took to handle a case led to over $2 million in savings every single year. So you've got happier employees, happier customers, and huge savings. The ROI is pretty hard to argue with. And this isn't just a one-trick pony for tech companies. Look at OpenTable in hospitality, resolving 70% of issues on its own. Or Adecco in staffing, handling over half its chats after everyone's gone home. Even in a super specialized field like accounting, 1-800-ACCOUNTANT was deflecting 90% of cases during tax week, their craziest time of the year. So as you can probably imagine, with results like these, an industry-wide arms race has officially kicked off. This isn't just one company's shiny new toy. Everyone is scrambling to build their own AI agents. But with all that promise comes a whole new set of perils we really need to talk about. I mean, all the big players are jumping in. Microsoft is talking about fully autonomous contact centers. Zoom wants to build you a 24/7 AI receptionist. The ambitions are huge, the competition is fierce, and the race is definitely on.
And this is where we need to pump the brakes for a second. Because when you have a powerful new technology that can take action on its own, you also have significant risks. We're stepping into uncharted territory here, and there are some new dragons to slay. This quote right here is a huge red flag. Security researchers were able to basically trick Lenovo's customer service AI into giving away sensitive company info. It's a perfect and kind of scary example of the brand new security headaches these agents create.
But the dangers aren't just from hackers. A lot of the time, the biggest hurdles are internal. One study found that a shocking 96% of generative AI pilot projects fail to ever go live. Let that sink in. The vast majority never deliver any value. And the reasons why probably sound familiar. No clear strategy, not enough people with the right skills, and a massive gap between what was promised and what the tech can actually do.
So where does that leave us? We've got this unbelievable potential on one side and some really serious pitfalls on the other. What does this all actually mean for the future of your job, for my job, for the future of work itself?
This quote from Salesforce's CEO, Mark Benioff, really gets to the heart of the optimistic view. The goal here isn't about replacing humans, it's about elevating them. It's about letting the AI handle all the repetitive, data-crunching stuff so that we can focus on what we do best: strategy, creativity, and building real human relationships.
And the forecasts, they are just staggering. IDC predicts that for every dollar you spend on this tech, you get $4 back. But here's the real headline. They think Agentic AI could literally double workforce productivity by 2027. That's not just a small improvement, that's a revolution in how we work.
If you remember one thing from all of this, let it be this: our whole relationship with technology is changing. For decades, software has been a tool that we use. We are now walking into an era where AI is a teammate that we collaborate with, a proactive partner, not just a passive program.
So we're left with this one critical question. The technology is here, and it's getting better at a ridiculous speed. This digital workforce isn't some sci-fi concept anymore. It's here. The real question isn't about the tech. It's about us. Are we ready for our new AI coworkers? That's the conversation we all need to be having, starting right now.